I have a better opinion of people than you have. Perhaps I am strange, but so are you. Besides, everything's strange. Life, men, all of it. I have this dream. It comes up now and again. I'm sitting on top of a high pillar, and I can't see any possibility of getting down. I feel dizzy when I look down, but I can't get down all the same. I haven't got the pluck to throw myself off. I can't keep my balance, and I want to fall over, but I don't fall. And I know I won't get a moment's peace until I'm down below. No rest until I'm on the ground. And when I get to the ground, I want to get right into the earth. Have you ever felt like that?
I believe an important part of being a good artist is recognizing your limits. So I can respect the pussies who pussy out of projects. I can respect it when they get their people to be all like, oh, well, such and such just doesn't get the stuff about slaves. And I'm like, what is there not to get? It's slavery. And I'm not asking you to play the slave, you're the goddamn slave owner. I mean, God forbid you ask a black guy to play some football-playing, illiterate, drug-addict, magical Negro Iraq war vet with PTSD, but who's secretly on the DL with HIV, but who's also trying to get out of the generic ghetto with his pregnant, obese girlfriend with anger management issues from a history of sexual abuse. In fact, everyone's been sexually abused. And someone's mother has a monologue where she's snotting out of her nose and crying because she's been caught smoking crack and fired from her job as a hotel maid. I just thought of that. Dips. God forbid any actor of color not jump at the chance to play some offensive bag of garbage so far from his own life that some idiot critic or marketing intern is going to describe as a gritty, truthful portrayal of the black experience in America. But the minute you ask a white guy to play a racist whose racism isn't complicated by some monologue where he's like, I don't mean to be racist, it's just complicated. He doesn't return your phone calls.
Oh. I'm sorry. I was simply returning to wish you my many congratulations.
You already did. Sorry? Before. You already congratulated me. Pardon? If you have something else to say, just say it. I could not be more done with the verbal dances we do all the time.
No, please! When we first met, I didn't have a chance to introduce myself, but I was taken by your charm.
You liked my face, you mean?
Yes.
My skin.
Yes.
You find me intriguing, perhaps. You find me exciting, maybe. You want to give me a try. Perhaps you want to sweep me off and coddle me, protect me, pity me, encourage me, step into the hero's shoes and alter my fate. Is that it? Because I've heard all of this before. 1,000 times from all the men who skulk past and sniff at me like dogs. I don't care who you are. There's nothing you can say or do that I haven't already had before. And besides, I'm married now. You should find someone better suited to your attentions.
You are so angry. Why? You're like a trapped wasp.
We're doing this, are we?
Doing what?
All right, fine. Let's do this. If I'm a wasp, best beware my sting.
If you sting me, I'll pluck it out.
Aye, if you can find it.
Who doesn't know where a wasp keeps his sting? It's in his tail.
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Your tongue if you don't leave me be.
This... I mean... Are we... I don't know what this is.
I do know of you, you know. How can I not? I hear you are a poet.
I am.
Me too.
You write?
I do.
How oft when thou my music playest, upon that blessed wood whose motion sounds, with thy sweet fingers when thou gently swayest, to be so tickled they would change their state and situation with those dancing chips, o'er whom thy fingers walk with gentle gait, making dead wood more blessed than living lips. Since saucy Jack so happy are in this, give them thy fingers, me thy lips to kiss.
How I make him fawn and beg and seek, and wait the season and observe the time, and shape his service wholly to my hests, and make him proud to make me proud that jests. So for to intellect should I oversway his state, that he should be my fool, and I his fate.
You scared me. Kind of. I have a 5-minute break. Where's Jasper?
He's sick.
Oh,
Man, that sucks.
is it like a cold or
Yeah.
is it?
College is bullshit, you know? Well, if you're like, if you're like the real deal, or if you got like a college is just pointless. Jasper didn't go to college.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever heard of propositional calculus? No? Okay. It's like if P and then Q, and then truth, or it's like if Q then P, or J, or picture the letter J as in Jasper, and then picture another J sitting right next to it, and I say to you, J is the same thing as J. But how do you prove it?
Because they look like each other.
Exactly. That's the point. That's the gist of my thesis.
I should probably head back inside.
I love you, Shelmerdine.
I love you too.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh. Yeah.
Me too.
Well, you know how horror movies are.
with the plot points, things that take place, typically, not always, mostly, sometimes, just, the victims usually, stereotypically, die in a certain order. There's an order to that, in which that order happens. And I'm not saying I agree, because shit no. I mean, absolutely not. Like who would ever, and why would they? No, nothing gets me more heated than, because I'm not. Like, don't even get me started on, because I get fired up, clearly, I would die first. If this was a horror movie, I would save your life. If believe you me, if someone tried to, no way, Jose, not Jose, I just mean Jose, cause rhyming, I like rhyming. What I don't like, what I don't care for is racism. So, no way, Jose, not anyone, no way. No way, Carl, no way, Todd, no way to racism, I wouldn't say anything intentional, you see. It's just, there's plenty of reasons you'd go first. Well, because I said whore. Cause big old whore, not white, cause big old whore. And dumb, cause dumb whores go first. No, he would kill me too. So dead. If this was a movie, I mean, who says, I'll be right back? The dumb whore, that's who. I am the mayor of Murder Town in that scenario. Sayonara, suckers. Not sayonara. Aggie? This is like killing me. You don't have to talk to me, but can I at least talk to you? I'm so sorry. It's been so shitty not talking to you. You're like the most important person in my life, seriously.
That's enough.
What? I let you talk? Now no more talking.
Aggie, I didn't come here expecting you to follow me to class.
I didn't follow you.
You know I go to the studio. I like this studio too. Yeah, because of me.
No, not because of you, actually. Not everything I do is because of you, Agnes.
Oh,
yeah, no, sorry. She was
I was just helping her with part of the flow.
Yeah, we're good. Sorry.
I wasn't saying that.
Sounded like you were.
Well, I wasn't. Are you still working there?
Yeah. I just started yoga teacher training.
I think you'd be great at that. Just don't do your training with them, okay? Those girls are like seriously fucked up.
Well, I am doing my training with them, so that means I'm fucked up too, right?
Jess, if you want to be like them, be like them. That's great. It's your life.
It's just like, it's inspiring to be around people who are like actually working on themselves.
But like all of that work, what are they working towards?
It's like, I know that a lot of it is like weird and over the top, and I don't agree with it. And some of the girls are like, but some of them just seem so happy and sure. And I've never had that, and I don't know if I ever will, but I want that.
I get that.
Are you still mad at me, Aggie? Like, are we done now?
No, I don't know. It just, a lot of stuff is different now.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it kind of does, you know?
Yeah. Dummy. I know.
All right, Tower, listen up. We have most definitely made contact with an alien intelligence. I don't care how that sounds from where I'm sitting, it is true. Now we are going to talk to these motherfucking aliens. If you're listening and can think of anything interesting to say, speak up. Mary probably has a pretty good handle on what to say, but I am totally winging it. Over and out. After you.
Why me?
You don't want to be the first to make contact?
Don't you?
Hell no, I can barely look store clerks in the eyes. You really want me to be our representative?
Oh, you're an everyman. No? Okay.
Are you here to conquer us?
Hey,
You flinched. I need to know this. Are you, dear aliens, going to conquer and eat us, yes or no? If that took too long, it's like they had to talk it over.
are you here to contact us? Do you understand
That's
us?
2 questions.
Have you come here to observe us? Do you understand us from your observations?
Damn, they don't even get us.
Do you want to understand us? What it's like to be human? Okay, right. So, you were born, right? And at one point in time, you were not aware, and then you are born, and then suddenly you are aware, and before that, you basically just
Nowhere, unaware, nothing.
Okay, and so now, well, people have differing opinions on this. Like some people think that you've lived before, and now you're back to kind of like
Massage.
yeah, like fix your previous problems from your previous lives, like before you were even here.
But most people think that's bullshit.
Hold on a second. Billions of people believe that.
Believe in what? Reincarnation? So what? Billions of people believe in ghosts. Billions of people believe in...
UFOs?
Alright, fine. Aliens, do you believe in reincarnation? Yeah, told you so.
We have many ideas as a people as to where we came from. Do you know that, where we came from?
Can you tell us?
How are they going to tell us Morse code?
Can you tell us in Morse code?
Oh my god, do you know Morse code?
Shit, where were we?
Okay. We're here, but we don't know why. Jesus, this is hard.
Hey aliens, do you guys know about Jesus? Do you know if he's the Son of God? Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, are you here to save us? Could you save us? If you wanted to?
Again, they had to think about it.
So, what's the plan?
I don't know.
Well, you can move back here. I'm serious. Move here until you figure everything else out.
Now, I know it's unbelievable, but I actually like my life.
It's not unbelievable.
To them, it is.
They just don't understand why you like illustrating children's books for other people's children instead of having your own.
Okay, it's completely unrelated. You know, I like the challenge. Finding the right way to express the writer's words, creating a work of art, sort of. Besides, I don't want to be in children's books forever. It's just easier to break into for a woman.
Well, tell them that.
I don't care.
Of course they do. Dad's an architect. Where do you think you got your talent?
I'm sorry, did you not hear him saying I'm neglecting to serve God?
They're just mad you never visit.
Oh, come on. I could be here every day and it would make a difference. No, come on, there's always been a difference ever since we were kids. You're the prince and I'm the maid. How dare I have my own life, my own dreams?
I don't remember it like that. They were just as strict with me, if not more, because I was a boy and I could take it.
I still remember that beating Dad gave me after trying to sneak into his study that one time.
What are you talking about?
Remember? Oh, gosh, it was Christmas 43, 44. We were looking for gifts, and we thought they were going to be in his study, and Dad caught me halfway through the door. Oof. I had nightmares about that brown shoe with a wooden sole for a long time. And then, when he caught you, all he did was give you a long talk.
How is that relevant?
If there was a double standard, it was tilted towards you. I got the most beatings.
No one should get beatings. If I have this baby, I'm not bringing it up around this energy. I would never beat a child, never.
If you have this baby,
So this is why I'm here. Church law.
and human law. I don't know how they talk about it over there, but it is a crime.
Yeah, well, you don't need to worry about bailing me out.
I need to worry about your soul.
What about my happiness? You worried about that?
Of course I am.
Really? Do you pray for me to be successful?
I pray for you to be saved. What?
That's just another way of saying you think I'm wrong.
I don't think you're wrong. I just think that none of us know what's best for us.
And who does?
All right, let's cut the bullshit, Malcolm. Since everybody's being fucking honest tonight, how about you be honest about the real reason that you were there for me? I was good fucking material. That's why you stood by me, because I was a story. Because I was a world of emotions that you weren't used to seeing so fucking close. So don't pretend like it was a selfless fucking act, Malcolm. It is literally the basis of your art, and it's the reason that all these people are calling you brilliant and brave and fearless. But you are a fucking fraud. And the reason that you didn't thank me tonight is because you already know that you have nothing new to say. All you can do is fucking mimic. Be a fucking parakeet, a goddamn cockatoo. I mean, God forbid you are ever alone and have to dream up another original idea. What are you going to write, Malcolm? Yourself? Give me a fucking break.
I like you. And I'd like to have sex with you tonight, but I can't. I have a rash on my back. From up here to here, and it's a little bit under my boob, too, so I can't have sex. I'd be too self-conscious. I don't really know. Could be dairy, HIV, I don't know. I just kind of woke up in the middle of the night with this rash in the middle of my back, and it was weird, but for some reason my brain didn't register that it was like weird. So I just kind of went on with my life, never really looking at my back, and then one night, me and my boyfriend were having sex, and he was like, "Oh my God, look at your back," and I did, and there was this rash from like here to here, and it had spread. And so Ian was like, "It's okay, let's keep having sex," and I was like, "No, we'll just do it later." And then the rash never cleared up. And we never had sex again. And then we broke up. And I don't think it was because of the rash or anything. It's weird timing. But I think maybe they're related. Like, somehow, the rash was my subconscious's way of telling me it was time to break up.
What?
I'm sure that this will come as no surprise to you, but I'm not renewing your lease.
Oh.
You're paid through the end of the month, so I expect you out by the 1st.
Should I tell Pearl that we're leaving, or would you like to do that?
Do you know? Pearl deserves better than how you treat her. And if she had had half the family she deserves, she wouldn't be tearing mine apart.
Just let me know how you plan to get my security deposit back.
Do you know she could have ruined Tripp's life? You do know your daughter is pregnant, right? Just another feather in your mothering cap.
Oh, you can't stand it, can you?
And what?
That someone would choose a different life than yours.
I don't care how you live.
What did you give up, Elena? A career? A love? A whole life? Because you would rather stand here, disparaging my daughter instead of seeing the truth about your own.
You are not to contact my daughter again. Do not call Isabel.
I'm talking about Lexi.
Lexi.
Because if she had half the mother she deserved, maybe she would have had the courage to put her own fucking name down at the clinic. Maybe she wouldn't have needed to spend the night here in my arms while her own mother was gallivanting at my parents' house.
I want you out by the morning.
Okay.
Why are you here? I haven't changed. I have not developed any new strength nor virtue. My brain is the same old brain. I'm afraid you don't see my point. I'm afraid that I'm a shrewd merchant, peering into the scales, trying to weigh your love to find out what a manner of a thing it is. Martin Eden, you would not love. Your love was not strong enough to enable you to marry him. Oh no, I forgive. I do forgive. It is easy to forgive when nothing you have done requires forgiveness. But now, you want us to be married. You want my love. You want me. But yet, listen. If my books had not been noticed, if I was still poor, you would have stayed away. It is all because of those damned books. Oh, that's it. At a high point, in what seems your life's happiness is at stake, you are afraid of life in the same old way.
Okay, that's, I think, good. Now wait. How long that's been?
30 seconds.
Really? Wow.
A minute.
How about
2 minutes.
right?
3.
Here we go.
No. Where's my phone?
You hate your parents.
That's not true.
Oh, well, I mean, I hate your parents, but I mean, they're not like mine. I mean, because mine
You went to a
Mine
call
are-
party.
Well, I'm going to call. Do you want to speak to them?
No.
After I need the one to speak to you.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. They might want to say, I don't know.
I could call mine at the same time.
You could, of course you could. But let's just get this first call out of the way, and then it's done. And then people know, and then we can.
Do you want them to be the first to know?
Is that okay?
Before mine?
I just. Yes. You look normal. Or am I just not seeing clearly?
No. I feel. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic.
Good.
It hasn't sunk in yet, I don't think.
I know. What do you mean it's not sunk in yet?
Nothing. It's I've been preparing myself, bracing myself for it, and now it's
Shock.
exactly.
But you are feeling something. Yes, you're not just.
Yes, I'm. It's the eye of the hurricane, maybe, or.
I-
I'm watching you. I'm getting everything from you. You're.
Buzzing.
Should we call your parents?
Okay.
I remember the day you were born. We were gonna name you April, but we named you Beauty instead. Your mother was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen, and then I met you. And I felt what it was like to love something more than I love myself. Beauty, would you forgive me if I couldn't be a part of this family anymore? Because I would forgive you if you had to leave. That's how much I love you. I would forgive you anything. Maybe one day you'll understand what that means. You're the best thing I've ever done with my life. You are the most beautiful thing I will ever see. And I've got to get to work. So.
Once,
There was a time when I didn't know you.
there was a time when I couldn't imagine you,
There was a time when your voice was a mystery.
and your existence was a picture.
A little graphic on my phone.
Ding! Just like a small little notification in my routine.
And then
There was a time when I knew all of
there
you.
was a time when I was consumed by you.
There was a time when I found you to be the most beautiful creature on this planet.
And your existence was my meditation.
Yeah.
And then
What?
what else do you want?
So this is it?
Yeah?
Yeah? Yeah, well, fuck you too then.
And we go on.
Playing back the same memories in our head.
How have I never met you before?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's like poof. Like poof, and you just existed.
Oh?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
What?
You remember the corn?
The corn?
You know. Corn. You just wonder
If you should try again?
if you want to put yourself through it again. Because, you know, I mean, it's work.
I mean, yeah, it's work. All relationships
Yeah, I know.
are. No matter who it is, no matter who you're gonna be with, you're gonna wanna punch them in the face sometimes, right?
No matter how old we get, we'll always be kids, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But we'll never really be able to get that fire burning again, will we?
Never.
Never?
No.
Not even if I don't know, got some special love fluid to assist the flames?
You love fluid?
I think I hear something.
You're so corny.
I know. I'm sorry. What are you thinking about?
I don't know. You, me, the future of us.
And?
And I think always is a strong word.
Yeah.
And sometimes you make it work.
Yeah. Corn.
What? Look at this, babe. Look at this. I think I found something fucking weird on my clit. Look. It looks like a mole, which it's a black dot, which is essentially a mole, right? Oh no. And I know it wasn't there yesterday. It wasn't there last night. I don't think it was.
Oh, Christ.
Did you see one just now?
How the fuck should I know?
You were just down there.
I wasn't actively seeking out moles.
God, can you WebMD it, please?
WebMD a mole?
Can you just look at it? Did you see it? It looks abnormal.
Stop!
What?
This is weird.
I don't understand.
You're like asking me to look at a mole down there, and that's weird, okay?
So you can eat my pussy
my
out,
God.
but the minute I get a mole on my clit, it's like I got fucking cooties.
What? Am I wrong for that?
Yes. Yes, you're fucking wrong for that.
Okay, you're the one screaming the house down. I'm scared as hell, and then you want me to look at your thing for a mole.
My thing?
You know what I'm trying to
My
say.
clitoris, right?
Yes, thanks.
You have a clitoris too.
Stop saying clitoris.
Why?
Because it sounds like the word moist.
What?
Not like the word moist, but like the sound of the word.
I don't
moist.
have time for sonic associations.
Just go see a doctor.
Well, how do you know? You ain't even looked at it yet.
You know what? I gotta go to work.
What?
Work? Tavia, it's this place on Lafayette and West 4th where I receive payment for successful hours in communication.
You dead being wrong right now.
Tavia, you know I am the only one who has a job. And if I get fired, my movie doesn't get made.
Your movie.
I just mean that I'm filming it, directing it, fundraising for it,
And I'm writing it, so what you trying to say?
just that we have different roles. That's it.
Nice jab at my joblessness. Was that really necessary?
Well, it's a real ass consideration. And I don't know why you put the bean in the first
Fired.
place.
You were fired.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Why don't you look at my
How
clit?
are we back to this?
This is incredible.
I just don't know what you want from me right now.
I think you should leave.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
No, now.
Oh, you're tripping.
Right? Get out of my house.
Let me put on my shoes.
Nigga, is you deaf? Out of my house now.
Fine. Shit.
Have you ever actually felt any guilt? Because it's come to a bit of a surprise that I don't feel it. Like, I thought it might be shock at first and then, grief, but I find myself actually having to summon it. Like, my body can't generate it somehow. Like, all I can feel is this total joy and total peace. I sat looking at his parents at his funeral, but all I could think of and all I could feel was you. And then I look at you, and I wonder if it's actually there. Like, I wonder if I added up the amount of minutes and hours and fucking days I have spent thinking about you, like the amount of fucking longing I have done, if I somehow added that up and weighed it against anything you have ever actually said, and then you do the smallest thing. Like, you make me a cup of tea when I don't ask, and I think, no, Sophie, no, don't laugh. Don't laugh, because it's real. It's so much more real because it's unsaid, and it is unspoken, and it is so much more real because I can't see it, and I can't touch it, and we can't say it, and it's so much more real because I don't know if it's actually there. Please say something. Please?
Okay, can we stop? I feel like I need to say something. This piece that I'm doing for class, it's exactly what I should be doing. Yeah, no, and it's great, but I'm terrified, okay? Because my piece is real. I mean, this is stuff I couldn't even talk about without lying, and I'm scared that they're gonna judge me. But I have to do this. It's my story to tell. So many other women have the same story. I mean, what, am I a spokesperson for women now? I mean, this is just my story. What if you get it wrong, Sally? I don't know. Well, you can't get it wrong, Sally, but you can't not tell it either, Sally, because it's who you are, which makes this thing that my agent sent me on today so fucking insulting. Payback, ladies? It's just another shit male idea of what strong women are. Oh, grab a gun and some stilettos and get a goddamn blowout and look at how strong you are now, Sally. It's bullshit. Which, by the way, so is this. It's quite possibly the worst thing I have ever read, but you want to know the worst part? You want to know what's really driving me crazy? I am so jealous that you're reading for this. I have never had a director's session for a feature before, which is the same thing as a movie, P.S. And I have been doing this way longer than you, and I think you would agree that I am way better. I made you, and I'm actually represented by Gersh. At least I was. I don't know if they'll still rep me after what I said in there today, but at least I stood my ground because I am an artist, okay? An artist, and this is not fucking art.
I wasn't exactly sure what this was going to be. I mean, I assumed, timing-wise,
A big 1-0.
yes, and you're writing a book about it, or Grace Hills, or...
I'm writing about Eddie. Trying to write about. And not just him. I'm writing about why all these angry, young, sometimes very young, and white, always white, men do the awful things they do. And the women who let them.
So that's why that's why we're on the same page. And you know that we weren't trying to exclude you from the process maliciously or intentionally. What we wanted was to...
Mysterious. This we.
Eddie's Cross. That's obviously what you're here to You're not the first. We've had complaints from other people, those who were completely uninvolved. Olivia, I'm trying to reassure you here and let you know that you're not the only one. You know, we've had complaints from other people, and we took them very seriously, and we decided it's going to be 5 crosses. It's going to be 5 crosses. Like I said, we took the complaints and the feedback very seriously, and in a lot of ways we decided that Eddie Cleary was a victim too. And even with what he did, the obviously unforgivable things that he did, his death deserves consideration.
And what about the, what about the rest of them? You do remember, right? You do remember it was more than 5 people that...
Yes, I am. The crosses that we're erecting in front of the school are specifically to memorialize those who've passed on for the 10-year anniversary. There's already a plaque in the library that has the names of everyone. What we're doing is about the dead.
The dead. And then also the person that made them dead. You are memorializing the 4 innocent people that were shot dead in the middle of our high school, and then also the piece of shit that murdered them.
Well, yes and no, Olivia.
No, yes and no. What I'm saying is a fact. Why does that upset you?
It's the way that you're choosing to say it to me that I don't
Like
care.
it is? That's all I'm doing. I'm just saying it to you like just exactly how it fucking is. Not a judgment. Truth.
I could have sworn that you used to wear glasses.
Do you think I should start a blog?
The blog?
A cancer blog.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The problem is there's just so damn many of them. I mean, 10 years ago, if you started a blog, it wasn't that hard to end up with a multi-book deal. But now it's like almost impossible to stand out from the crowd.
I only got cancer 10 years ago.
I know, right? The other problem is then I'd have to tell everybody.
You haven't told people?
I mean, I've told you and a couple of actor friends and my agent, so she'd stop sending me out.
What about the 6 people you were seeing?
There were 4.
And you haven't told any of them?
No.
You ghosted them?
You know what would be funny?
What?
If I died. If I ghosted them because I became a ghost. You don't like that one? Alright. Well, if I'm not going to start a blog, then what should I do?
About what?
About finding a project.
You could learn to do cross stitch.
How long have you known me?
19 years.
And during that time, have you witnessed anything that would ever lead you to believe that I would be inclined to learn to do cross stitch?
You could do paint by number. You could knit.
Hey, you know what would be fun?
What?
Remember when we were gonna make you that online dating
We were not going to make me that online dating profile.
And then you chickened out because you didn't want to.
Yeah, I still don't want to.
Come on.
I already tried the whole online dating thing, after the...
You didn't try very hard.
I was on there for almost a year.
And how many dates did you go on?
2. Well, I would have gone on more if anybody else had asked me.
You know why nobody else asked you?
Because I'm ugly and I'm gonna die alone.
Because you didn't let me help you make your profile.
The whole online dating thing is just...
What?
Do you remember why I quit acting?
Because you're kind of a pussy?
No. Because I was sick of being judged by people who didn't know anything about me other than what I looked like.
You weren't sick of being judged. You were sick of being judged poorly. No one's ever sick of being judged when they're being judged that they're totally amazing.
Okay, well, I was definitely being judged poorly on that online dating site.
Because you didn't let me help you make your
I
profile.
really don't want to.
Come on.
No.
Don't make me do it. Oh, it's coming out of the deck.
Put it back.
It's coming onto the table.
I'm
Boom! Cancer
This
card.
has nothing to do with your cancer.
Yeah, it does. Because I am bored, and I am tired, and I just desperately need something else to think about.
I'm not doing Tinder.
This is gonna be so much fun.
I know you're hurting right now, Boots. I guess it was easier for me to pretend that everything would be okay since everything would just reset in the second act. You know, I'm sorry about what happened to your family. They didn't deserve what happened to them. They didn't deserve to be made the butt of a joke like that. And I'm sorry I went along with it. I guess it doesn't really matter what's real, what's fiction. We're both pieces of fiction, and look at us. We're both in pretty bad shape. And it still feels kind of real, right? I'm here with you right now. Isn't that real enough? We're still real enough to matter, right?
When I was younger, nobody really valued me, so I didn't value myself. So I went on lots of dates with lots of bitches who did not deserve my time, like that puta from Long Island who gave me that rash. And one day, I looked in the mirror and I said, girl, you are hot. You are fierce. You are a fierce motherfucker, and you are the voice of your generation. And then I became those things. And I stopped dating, and I feel great. I am a rebel. I do not give a fuck, because I am a grown-ass woman who is an artist and an innovator and an entrepreneur, and I define myself by more than my pussy, even though it's important for me to know what and where my pussy is and how to use it when I want to use it. I gotta go.